I'll do one more song.
All right, our opening words are from a prayer called Prayers and Dreamings by Rebecca A. Edmiston Lange, with a bow to Yesaya Barnwell and Stephanie Kaza. Spirit within all, mysterious force giving shape to life, miraculous source and river of being. Help us to know who we are, to see our place in the history of the earth and in the family of things. Help us to see that we are part of all that ever was, our grandmother's prayers and our grandfather's dreamings, our mother's courage and our father's hope. In our bones lies the calcium of antediluvian creatures. In our veins courses the water of seas. We are part of all that ever was, born of this earth, riders upon a cosmic ocean. We are not separate from nature. We are nature, part of that same spirit that turns scales into feathers and birdsong into speech. We live by the sun, we move by the stars, we eat from the earth, we drink from the rain. O great spirit, help us know who we are and fill us with such love for this holy creation and gratitude for this awesome gift we call living, that we might claim our inheritance and live out our calling to bless the world and each other with our care. Amen.
Thanks, Santana. Hello, my name is Joe Chapeau. I am the executive director of the Unitarian Universalist Young Adult Revival Network, and this is the third worship I've organized in a month. We're doing a lot of these recently, but so happy that you could join us today. And at the end of the day, like doing worship fills someone with spirit. And our topic today is about change. Both I and Alex will be reflecting on the major life changes we're going through, though they're definitely different, but they're both very young adult. So I look forward to sharing about that with you. But for now, I invite you to, if you haven't, get your chalice. I'll give you 30 seconds or a moment. Of course, if you have a environmentally friendly candle, aka a fake one, like I do. I got one right here. Hopefully the batteries still work. And if you're ready, in just a moment, I'll put the words in the Zoom, but they are also in the order of service. And I invite you to say as we light our chalice. Ready? We light this chalice for the power of community, the spirit of youth, and the fire of commitment. We light this symbol of our faith as we gather together. And so we're going to sing number 396. I know this rose will open, a real beautiful one. There's lyrics in the order of service at the bottom of the page. And I think they're in the video as well. Enjoy.
Oh, I guess I should be following the order of service. I was really into the music. Ah, but it says meditation. But is it time for the meditation or the reading, Camila?
There is no meditation. Sorry, that should have been taken out.
Oh, Camila, go to the reading. No One Tells You by Carrie McDonald. I love Carrie in real life, so I'm excited for this. Okay, I'm unmuted. It's time to read. Here we go. There was a period in my life when, within 3 months, all my major relationships changed. The most joyous of these was getting married. Sarah and I had dated for 3.5 years, and I proposed to her at our holiday party. People tend to shine the spotlight on proposals, which make them seem as if they happen all at once, but they take much longer. I decided a year prior that I wanted to be married to Sarah, and I spent a year in discernment. For all the relationship advice out there, it's impossible to find anything helpful on the most basic decision of all, whether to commit to spend the rest of your life with someone. We married in the First Unitarian Universalist Church of Columbus, where we were both active members, surrounded by friends and family who loved us so dearly. It served as a fitting goodbye because we moved across the country 2 weeks later. They say that moving is one of the most stressful transitions of life, but that misses the point. The stressful part isn't saying goodbye or the move itself. It is the ripping of your life away from its roots, and it plays out over months and years. Setting new life patterns, finding new friends. These things take time and require soul work. You have to go out and make them happen. No one tells you that. 2 months after we moved, my parents, who had been married for 31 years, called us up on a Sunday afternoon and said, in a matter of fact sort of way, that they were getting divorced. I grieved as I hadn't grieved for anything or anyone before, the loss of our nuclear family. Here again, the 1.67 gazillion metric tons of advice and self help books were totally useless for an adult child of divorcing parents. Surely I can't be the only one? Like moving, my parents' divorce started with a dramatic shift, but the real change and struggle occurred over time. It forced me to question the assumptions upon which I had based my life. Should I make sacrifices for my career? Or should my partner's needs sometimes take priority? How can I raise a family and still maintain my own well being or my marriage? Is there such a thing as security? How do we keep in touch with what is with that which is deepest and most profound in us? When I imagined what all these transitions would mean, I focused on my relationships with other people. Yet the most profound changes have been the eternal ones that touch the core of my being and belief. Re-examining the principles that guide my life has given me a new take on my constantly evolving understanding of the person I want to become and the relationships I want to have. It has been a labor of love, if sometimes a lonely one. No one said it would be easy, and this time they were right.
Can you spotlight me? Because it's my reflection.
You are pinned.
Oh, okay. But I'll just start. So today's theme is change. And over the past year, it's been a lot. I moved out of my parents' house and I graduated from high school and I started college. And then this year, I'm graduating again and moving over an hour away from the place I grew up. And I've found a really great community in my area. But in like 3 months, I'm moving again. So that's a huge change for me. And I know people out near where I'm going, but not many. And I think that's where online community has really helped me a lot. But also realizing that the community that I create on my own has really followed me in a way because I connected a lot with like the people who like do drag and like LGBT stuff in my area. And I've connected with people outside of that because of it, just by putting myself out there. And I'm really nervous about like upcoming change because I haven't been outside of my area for more than like 2 weeks. And like I'm properly moving and leaving everyone that I know and that like I grew up around. But I think sometimes, how do I word this? So sometimes when I get too used to a thing, I get bored of it. I don't want that to happen. So like I'm starting to distance myself from the things that I know I'm gonna need like now so that I have them when I come back. So like when I need them, they're still here. I'm really bad at ending things. That is something I have to work on because I have that and now I don't know how to end.
it's I I just finished working somewhere after 7.5 years. I have not done anything else in my life for that long. Except one thing. My wife reminded me that we've been dating longer than that. By about 6 months. And even that, we got married. So they got broken up. But don't overthink it. The point is there's nothing else in my life that I haven't done for 7.5 years. Now, elementary school, maybe participating in the regional UU youth program, because I did that from about 12 to 20. So there was a significant break. I didn't really start doing that until I was 14. So that's similar. And I was involved in the regional young adult community out here and the MUGS program, the middle school program we started for several years. But then again, none of those things were my job. None of those things were my bread. None of those were like what I made my everyday life about. And it's not that I didn't make working at my congregation, the UU Society of San Francisco. It wasn't my full-time job even for those 7.5 years. But for nearly 5 it was. And it was a dream come true. And it was awesome. But nothing has quite prepared me for the tumble out of that job that I've experienced. From the somewhat surprise leaving to the fact that I didn't even get time off really until like over a week after I stopped working there. Often when I finish doing things, I can feel the weight like lift off me. Like I can feel my nervous system physically like lighten. And that didn't happen until after Conline 2 weeks ago. That was still like weighing on me. That beautiful, crazy event we did. I'm an anxious person. But my partner says I'm depressed. Well, I don't normally feel like I get depressed. I am definitely in some kind of funk. And it's the kind of funk that major change won't prepare you for. Like, or that you can't prepare for. Because it's the funk that shows up when you're not doing that thing you've been doing forever. It's the funk that shows up when all the little mental algorithms in your head that are normally operating for you to cope with and compensate for your job suddenly aren't being used anymore. It's the funk that shows up when you suddenly don't have to wake up at any particular time in the morning, as I have. I normally hate waking up past noon, and I have woken up past noon several times in the last couple of weeks. It's the funk that shows up when you see someone connected to that old job for the first time in a couple weeks. And you can just feel how different it is between you and them. I don't miss my old job. 7.5 years is a long time, and it was not a place I intended to stay for that long. Thank you, COVID. But I am definitely feeling sad that that's no longer my life. And sometimes, as much as it can feel nice to be like, oh, I'm freed up to do what I want to do in life, it's like the first thing I have to do is I have to work through, the the leftover baggage from what my previous life was. So that's what I'm going to work on. Keep cleaning up my stuff and free myself up so I can create that new life. Because that's the part I'm not scared of. More just scared about being in a funk for too long. All right. Well, Alex heads a bounce, it looks like, but thanks you to them for being here. And we're gonna do our closing hymn. It's How Can I Keep From Singing? There are lyrics in the order of service. And they might be in the video as well. Looks like they are in the video.
My life flows on in endless song above earth's lamentation. I hear the sweet, though far off hymn that hails a new creation. Through all the tumult and the strife, I hear the music ringing. It finds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing? What though my joys and comforts die? The Lord my Savior liveth. What though the darkness gather round? Songs in the night he giveth. No storm can shake my inmost calm, while to that refuge clinging, since Christ is Lord of heaven and earth, how can I keep from singing?
My apologies for
I
this
lift mine eyes,
very
the
Jesus
cloud
version of this
grows
song.
thin. I see the blue above it, and day by day this pathway smooths. Since first I learned to love it, the peace of Christ makes fresh my heart, a fountain ever springing. All things are mine since I am his. How can I keep from singing? How can I keep from singing? How can I keep from singing? How can I keep from singing?
All right, our closing words are from the poem We Exclaim and Roar We Are by Kenneth L. Patton. Our task, excuse me, our task is to be who we are in every way we can be, our salvation proceeding in putting ourselves back together after each tumble. We iridesce, shine, and radiate. We exclaim and roar, we are.
All right, we're gonna try that one more time with the song, and we'll do I found a UU version this time.
storm can shake my